Florida has announced that it will end all vaccine mandates. All vaccine mandates, not just the COVID vax, the old clot shot Fauci ouchie. No, we're talking about all the vaccines. Governor DeSantis has pushed this, and his Surgeon General, is it a Surgeon General? The Chief Public Health Officer in the state, Ladapo, who's very impressive. For decades now, Florida has required kids who go to schools to get a ton of vaccines. That includes MMR, measles, mumps, and rubella. That includes polio, chickenpox. You didn't have to get the chickenpox vaccine when I was a kid. When I was a kid, you got chickenpox. And hepatitis B, in case you're sharing any needles or going to brothels in the 4th grade. The state came out on Wednesday and said those mandates are going to end. And they went even further. They compared the mandates to slavery, said all of them will end. Every last one of them. Who am I as a man standing here now to tell you what you should put in your body? This is going to excite a lot of people on the right. Unfortunately, I think it might do so for all the wrong reasons. This is one of these issues where I might agree in practice with getting rid of the vaccine mandates, but I don't agree with it in principle. And a lot of libs and squishes, and they will agree with it in principle, but not in practice. Isn't that weird? Isn't that kind of weird? In other words, even the left, they will say, well, look, we can't be authoritarian. We can't force people to do things that they don't want to do. Consent is the highest moral criterion. The greatest good in politics is the maximization of individual autonomy, blah, blah, blah. But, to maximize utility, the greatest good for the greatest number, we need to force kids to take these shots. But in principle, I disagree with it, but in practice, I agree with it. Whereas my view is the opposite. I actually have no problem with vaccine mandates in principle. I know, maybe it's going to be an unpopular opinion. I have no problem with vaccine mandates in principle. George Washington in the Continental Army mandated inoculation against smallpox, and it killed a ton of people. Okay, there's really nothing conservative about this hyper-individualism that says that the government can never mandate anything. I have nothing wrong with vaccine mandates in principle, and yet I do disagree with them often in practice. So it's like in practice, I'm with the Florida government, at least to some degree here, but in principle, I'm wrong, and I don't want us to draw the wrong lessons from this. The idea that the government has no right to tell you what to do with your body is a fundamentally liberal idea. It is a liberal, individualist, atomizing idea that frays society, undermines order, undermines hierarchy, undermines power, undermines any coherent conception of the political. Okay, the government can tell you what seatbelts to put on. The government can tell you what clothes you can and cannot wear to some reasonable. You can't walk out in your birthday suit in the middle of the road. The government can tell you what drugs you can't put in your body. Some people would argue, no, the most conservative thing in the world is to legalize fentanyl or something. No, it's not, man. I'm not knocking the Florida policy. It might well be a good thing, but not for the reasons that everyone thinks. The reason that it might be wise to end the vaccine mandates is that the government that we elected is now leading investigations, thanks to Bobby Kennedy, into the safety and efficacy of vaccines. It's being carried out in a reasonably ordered way. And there are questions. After COVID, our public health officials lied to us. During COVID, they lied to us. Afterward, we discovered that. And so it is reasonable to take away some of their power, to reduce the interference that they have in our lives. They lied to us specifically about the vaccine. There has to be some consequence to that, and the consequence is probably going to be that we're going to question vaccine safety and efficacy. That's not our fault. That's the public health officials' fault. But don't take the wrong lesson. The lesson to take away is not that we have no political right to enforce things. We do. When we even talk about the government made me do this, the government made me do that. The government is, in principle, and to some degree in practice, a reflection of us, of the people. We elect these guys. We are at the very least citizens in this country. And the government can do things. The question is, what is prudent for the government to do? Don't become a big lib. Don't do that. Right now, go to everydaydose.com/Knowles. Do you feel like you keep juggling expensive supplements that are just getting less and less affordable, and then Everyday Dose pops in and saves your life? Everyday Dose transforms your morning coffee into a powerhouse of vitamins, minerals, and amino acids, all in one affordable cup. Just 30 seconds to prepare, and you are getting your caffeine fix, plus all the nutrients your body needs. One delicious cup, one simple solution. Everyday Dose is not just coffee, it's coffee plus benefits. They've infused their 100% Arabica beans with lion's mane, chaga, collagen protein, and brain-boosting nootropics for clean, sustained energy without the crash or jitters. So you can choose between their mild coffee plus, it's very nice, it's light, it's smooth, it's gentle on those of us with sensitive stomachs, or what I recommend, the Coffee Plus Bold, which is rich, full-bodied. It's a medium roast with an extra energy kick. Both deliver the same functional benefits and undergo rigorous third-party testing to ensure you're getting the best quality. Your brain and body will thank you. I highly recommend it. Everyone here loves it. Get 45% off your first subscription order of 30 servings of Coffee Plus or Bold Plus. Could I do this show without Bold Plus? I'm not sure. I'm not sure that I could. You will also receive a starter kit with over $100 in free gifts, including a rechargeable frother and gunmetal serving spoon by going to everydaydose.com/Knowles, KWLES, or entering Knowles at checkout. You'll also get free gifts throughout the year. It's everydaydose.com/Knowles for 45% off your first order. Now, on the point of vaccines, RFK Jr. just got into a shouting match with Mike Bennet. Do you remember Mike Bennet? I think he ran for president. He's one of the many, many also-rans among the Democrats in recent years. He has this cartoonishly boring voice. He just has, the fact that this guy was a presidential candidate is shocking. Anyway, he gets into a big fight with Kennedy yesterday over vaccines.
No safety you can characterize it any way you want. I quoted them today. What I said was accurate. What you said were lies. You described people
Senator,
moving the Titanic.
Senator, are you saying that a mRNA vaccine has never been associated with myocarditis or pericarditis in teenagers? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
I am simply trying to say that the people that you have put on that panel, after firing the entire...
You're evading the question.
No, I'm asking the questions here,
You're evading that question.
I'm asking the questions, Mr. Kennedy.
You a question.
I'm asking the questions for Mr. Kennedy on behalf of parents and schools and teachers all over the United States of America
who deserve
so much better than your leadership.
Oh, my
That's
goodness.
That's what this conversation is about, Mr. Chairman.
Senator, they deserve the truth, and that's what we're going to give them for the first time in the history of that agency.
Love that. Kennedy wins the exchange for sure. There was a while where Bennett was doing okay, and then he just became such a blowhard by the end of it, or he revealed himself to be such a blowhard. Oh, hey, hold on, I have a question for you. I don't know, I'm asking the questions here, and I'm asking the questions. No, I'm not blue, I am rubber and you are glue, and well, what bounces off to me sticks to you. Sounds like a dying whale when Mike Bennet speaks. Pathetic. Totally pathetic. And Kennedy gets him. Kennedy totally nails him. Because he says, hey, vaccines aren't always safe, right? He goes, oh, dare you say on the vaccine. You're telling me that these vaccines have never been tied to myocarditis or pericarditis in teenagers? Notably, the COVID vaccine in the last 5 years. Oh, I don't. You stop asking me questions. It's just, what is that? What do they call echolocation? Is that like the sonar that, anyway, I don't know. I can't listen to Mike Bennet anymore. And I think people tune that stuff out because Kennedy can deflate it all with that one question. Hey, remember when you all lied to us about the vaccine you made all of us take 5 minutes ago? Remember when you made all of us take this vaccine that was untested, that we know was untested because it was developed in 5 seconds, and you made everyone take it, even the groups that were not at risk from the virus that it was supposed to protect against. And then you lied about the safety risks and people died from it, and you lied about the efficacy. And first you said that if we got the vaccine, we wouldn't contract the virus. Then, when that wasn't true, you said if we got the vaccine, we wouldn't spread the virus. Then, when that wasn't true, you made the unfalsifiable claim, just like all of the foundational claims of liberalism, that, well, it would have been a lot worse without it. Yeah, you remember that? Yeah, we're not going to listen to you anymore. Well, you will listen to me. No, we won't. No, we won't. No, we won't. That's why people elected Trump, campaigning with Bobby Kennedy on this issue. Totally. This is a similar issue. It's not that vaccines are necessarily terrible in practice. I have nothing in principle against vaccines, but there are practical consequences to public health priorities and public health actions. And when you lie about vaccines and when the vaccines fail, there's going to be a backlash. You want to blame someone, Mike Bennet? Blame yourself.